There is a question in the chat box. Why it is Matyah Jivati and then Jivanti? Let's take a look at that.
Fifth mantra.
Yeah. That's how it is. Matyah Jivati. Like in our conversations, we use singular and plural all the time. Mix and match. Keep on saying. The person who does this will get that. They, suddenly we say they. So Upanishad also is doing the same. Then what? Yeah, that's the question. Hanta also means alas. Okay. Dhamma, despicable, lowly. All right. Any questions? So there was some doubt about this yathakarma. Yathakarma, right? So yaihi yadhukam karma iha janmani kritam tad vashena. Yeah, that's what it means finally. Respective. The lives of the jivas are determined by their respective karmas. There is no mix and match. There is no buying, selling. There is no bartering of karma. There is no sharing of karma. Correct? Tadvashena. Yeah, Ramuji, go ahead.
Just an observation for that Srutam, here in the Hindi translation they have given Jnan ke anusar.
We have not studied that yet, have we, Ramuji?
We have done that now. Apne karma.
No, we haven't gone there yet.
We have not studied that, have we?
It yet.
Okay.
You are bringing a topic that we have not. We have to talk about next class, right?
That's the last word.
Yes, Ramuji.
Yes, no problem.
So let's do that. Yeah, the next session. Let's talk about doubts about what we have covered. Yeah, Premaji raised her hand. Yeah, go ahead, Premaji.
Guruji, I have a doubt. When we finish something, we say Om Tat Sat iti Purvam Prana Buddhi Deha Dharma Adhikarataha Jagrata Swapna Sushupti Avasthasu Manasa Vacha Karmana Hastabhyam Padbhyam Udarena Shishna Yat Smritam Yat Tuktam Yat Krutam Tatsarvam Brahmarpanam Bhavatu Swaha. It is an offering. But how does this affect, does it erase, or is it just a way of penitence for what you have done? Does it erase anything? That, when you offer it like that, they've covered a lot of things, from time to everything that you've done. So does it reduce your karma or change anything with regard to your future births?
Yeah. So first, for those who are listening, what Premaji just chanted says that towards the end of the day, you offer a prayer. Whatever I did, kayena vacha manasa, manasendriyarva, buddhyatmana, etc. So whatever I've done with my physical body and whatever I've spoken, words I've spoken, because these are all these things create, every action of a human being has an impact, small impact or big impact. So whatever I've done, whatever I've spoken, whatever thoughts I entertain today, may it all be smritam. At smritam, you used the word smritam and then things like that. So may it all be an offering, swaha. It all be an offering. Because it's all a yajna, everything is a yajna. So Brahmarpanam Brahma Havi. Therefore, may it be an offering. Means it's a beautiful attitude. It's an attitude there that says that I'm not alone in this world. It's a huge yajna that is happening. And so today, and I am an important part of the yajna. The yajna is incomplete without me. Okay, yajna has so many facets, so many things, and all inputs have to go into the yajna. So I also did my part, and I hope and pray that I did what I was supposed to do. Okay, and so I offer that to this yajna. Now, if your question is, what is your question now? Can you elaborate on your question?
My question is, I have become aware of all the things where I have made mistakes and where I have done right. But again, Udrena Shishna, whatever I put into my mouth, I have, I might not be that aware. Udrena Shishna and so on. So, Manasa Vacha Karmana, and then whatever I've done. But when I say Brahmarpanam Bhavatu Swaha, how does it affect my future balance of karma? How can it erase, or is it just an offering? And therefore, how does it, the balance I'm not able to get?
See, does it have an impact on our karma? That uttering those words, does it have an impact on our karma? That's a question, right? That's the question. Does it? Will it? Will it? Will it make my next day better? Will it make my next year better? Will it make my next janma better? That statement, did it have a positive impact into the future? That is the question. See, every action will have a result. Basics. Every action will have a result. My uttering something is also an action. Is also an action. It has to have a result. We may not know what the result is, but it will have a result. Correct? We may not know what the result is. The result may be minor. It may be very big also, but we don't know what it is. And our Shastram says that these utterances will produce result. These are all sacred utterances. Okay. Already a result is there. What the Dishtapalam in the mind itself, when I chant it with full awareness, then already that result is there. I am calmed down and I am now in tune with everything. I mean what I say. When I mean what I say, it's a very powerful thing. Okay, so there has got to be some result. Now, I'll give you an example. Somebody committed a crime. There is a court case going on for weeks, okay, or for days, let's say. And the case is going to come to a conclusion soon. All sides have spoken, and defense, prosecution, everything has happened. The judge is listening to the guy on the stand, what is it called? The alleged, perpetrator of the crime, right? And he's also saying, and it turns out it's coming to a point where it is there proved that he is the one who committed the crime. Now he has to speak. The attitude of that person, will it have an impact on the final judgment or not? I will ask. The attitude of that person who is going to be given a sentence, the judge is going to give him a sentence. Okay? Will the attitude of the person affect the severity of the sentence? Suppose I ask you. Yes or no?
Yes. Yes.
Absolutely. Yes. Correct. Suppose the person says, I committed a big mistake. This is a blunder on my part. I should have thought it over. Something. He was talking like that. Versus he just goes on and this, that, no. Then the judge going to give it two different. If we read all the judgments, its judgment is not one line. It's many pages, sometimes hundreds of pages. And because this person has repented, feels very sorry about it, we are reducing it from a life sentence to this sentence, with the possibility of parole after so many years. See, so much. The spectrum is huge. Spectrum is huge. So that example just came to my mind to tell you that those statements that is coming from our heart will have an impact, So these prayers have come in that category. And so even if I have committed something wrong, these statements have the ability to influence the outcome, influence the future karma phalam, right? So,
Can we think of it as a way to relinquish kartrutvam when we say all that? Remind ourselves to relinquish kartrutvam.
yeah, that is also one of the purpose of that mantra. That is one of the
Prayaschitta karma.
Prayashchitam. She's not even talking. Bhagya is not talking about Prayashchitam at all. She's talking about Kartrutvam only. And it's a way of loosening Kartrutvam. Hey, yat yat karma karomi tattad akilam shambho tava aradhanam. Hey, tava aradhanam shambho. Means I'm part of you. You're also dancing. I'm also dancing along with you. I'm part of this cosmic dance too. And I have a role to play. And I hope I played my role properly. Because in a drama, you're not a karta. You are just given a role. Go do this. Go say these words. Somebody out there is watching. Then they have a script in front also. In case you forget, they will tell you from there. So like that, I have played my role. Only I can play my role. Nobody else can play my role. And so yeah, true. That also is very true. Kartrutvam, it's a sublation of kartrutvam. Very beautiful thing. So it's a big topic. Yeah. So Prema Ji, let me know if what I said was helpful.
There were two aspects to that question as you answered them. One is one who is dispensing the punishment or the reward, who is God, but then he is neutral. He does all those things, Srishti, Sthiti, Laya, Anugraha, and all that. But the person who is doing the action and getting the results of the karma, so is it just a pacification to say that if you say this, your sentence would be a little less, or you have to face the consequences of your actions, but this prayer helps you to look at it. That is also taught, remember in one of the classes, it said, when you surrender and you recognize there is penitence, then your own reception of the punishment is easier to bear than
Both.
otherwise.
All of the above. All of the above. All of the above. All of the above. Yes. Shock absorber. It becomes a big shock absorber. So I'm not resisting anymore. I don't resist. When I resist, I suffer. Resistance is half the suffering. It causes most of the suffering. So full acceptance, full surrender. True, that also. So that is a Drishtapalam, right? So that is a result of that prayer already. So good question, Premaji. Anything else?
Before we go to Swapnaji's question, sorry to interrupt, Swapnaji. I need to drop off, Guruji. Would you be okay to stop the recording?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah, sorry about that. Thank you.
Yeah, Swapna, go ahead.
But if I drop off with the call on the post right now.
Prasanna, your audio is not good. Did you say something?
I said if I drop off with the
It's a very, what do you call, crackling. Your voice is crackling.
that's fine.
All right, go ahead, drop off then. You can make me host or whatever, if that's... Yeah, Swapna, go ahead.
So there is no transference of karma, right? Meaning every individual is responsible for their karma, and you get your karma phala according to that, right? So it's a myth. The people very loosely talk. Your karma is going to affect your children, or your, your parents' karma is going to come on you.
Correct, correct. So let's analyze that statement, right? The better off the parents are emotionally, value wise, all better off. The children are going to be better off only. Otherwise, the parents are digging a hole for themselves and for their children also. So that way, if you look at it, it is quote unquote karma transferring, quote unquote. It's only quote unquote. It's not literal. It's not literal. Means that hey, the difficult you if you're proper, then our children, our offspring also will be proper. They'll be helped by our own actions and behavior, which is true statement. But karma, it can never be transferred. That is a just a, what do you call it? I don't want to call it a loose statement. It is there a word for it? It's, I don't want to say loose, because loose can mean error. No, it's I mean loose. It's not a literal state. It's not to be taken literal. That is it. To be taken. Because the fact that these children are born to these parents is based on karma only, and these parents are going to be like this, and therefore this child has to suffer or enjoy in a particular manner. All that is matchmaking is done by karma. So yeah, so I think they say that to caution all of us to say, let's be a little cautious about it. Yeah, that part we take from that, not to be taken literally.
Dhanyavada.
Yeah. Okay, we will pause. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Dhanvantaraye Amritakalashahastaya Sarvamaya Vinashanaya Trailokyanathaaya Shri Mahavishnave Namaha.
Dhanyawad.
Thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. So everything okay, Premaji? So we'll get you there situated. Swapna is
Please stop the
contacted.
recording,
Oh,
Guruji.
yes, that was very, very, very kind of you, Guruji. And Swapna has been very helpful.